Whoa! Put your hands up. It's time for the quiz thing. Talking about roller coasters. You know, roller coasters were super rare in the 1900s. But for the few that existed, people looked at them and were like, how can we make them deadlier? Let's add loops. So the first known loop on a roller coaster was where exactly in the world? Was it A, Paris, B, Chicago, C, Venice, or D, Brooklyn? If you said D, nope, it's not Brooklyn, it's A, Paris. The first known looping roller coaster was the Centrifugal Railway of Paris, France. And people were so inspired by this looping railway that they started slapping loops on their roller coasters too. But they all ran into the exact same problem. It takes an intense amount of G-force to put people through a loop, and people were ending up with all kinds of crazy neck injuries. Oh, isn't it awesome that all of our roller coasters have loops now? Man, roller coasters are super great. That loop was weird. But so people said, can we stop it with the loops and just go back to the dangerous ups and downs? So loops took a break until the 1970s when they figured out how to design them safely. Groovy. Hey, speaking of force, true or false? When you go through the loop of a roller coaster, you wouldn't fall out of the cart even if you didn't have a seatbelt or a harness. That's actually true because of centrifugal force. Here, I'll show you. All right, this cup is about to make a big mess, right? If I flip it over like this, oh, actually, it doesn't fall out of the cup. Why is that? The force of gravity is pulling the liquid down, but the acceleration force is pushing it back into the cup, just like your body on the loop of a roller coaster. It's safe. Don't try this at home, okay? So at some point in your life, someone has probably said to you, God has a plan for your life. Maybe you believe it, maybe you don't. I know I've heard people say that before, but you're like, yeah, I get that he's got a plan for my life, but what about all the ups and downs? Where is God's plan in all of that? Where is God when my life gets flipped upside down in a loop? Sometimes you don't see that loop coming, and sometimes you do, and you're like, I want to get off. I want to get off right now. Please, let me off now. I did a loop yesterday. I'm good. I'm not tall enough to go on this ride. Where is God when life throws you for a loop? Think of the things in your life that have gravity. Think of the things that flip your life upside down. Things like rejection, heartbreak, disasters, embarrassing things that you've said or done, that feeling that you have, that pressure that you have to always be right or good or perfect. Those types of things throw you for a loop. Where is God in all of those times? Well, can I tell you something? He's the force that's holding you in your seat. God is the force that is holding you in the cup. He's holding you to your seat to make sure that you don't fall off. He's right there with you. He's the force that's keeping you safe. He sent Jesus to earth to remind us that he's got us. He's with us, no matter what. And he's a greater force than the things that try to pull you down. But that doesn't mean that you should ride without a safety harness or a seatbelt. It's your job to step up and strap in. What I mean by that is, what are you doing to prepare yourself for God's plan for your life? What's your seatbelt? Maybe your seatbelt is a key verse, something that Jesus said that reminds you who you are. Maybe it's a lyric, a song that you sing when things get dark. Maybe it's a mentor or a small group leader that points you back to your purpose and you trust them to show you God's wisdom. Whatever it is, whatever loop you're going through, with God holding you and the right seatbelt in place, you can trust that you are going to make it through any scary, neck-breaking, dangerous loop that you face. He's with you. You can enjoy the ride. I'm the Quizman. Goodbye!